Libra, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be our daily reading for Thursday, March 11th. Let's see what's going on with Libra. At the heart of your reading, we have the Six of Swords reversed. Just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. You wanted to move on from something. I don't feel like it's very troublesome or worrisome. You were just done with it. You were ready to move on. But there's been some sort of request to stay, finish something, stay a little while longer, and you've agreed to stay. What's the challenge here for Libra? Five of Cups. Yeah, it's keeping an emotional wound open. You would really, you've already started to process that this phase of your life is over, but if you go back into that environment, you're not going to be able to move on. So it's the emotional impact that it's going to have on you, kind of feeling like your life is regressing instead of progressing. And for most of you, I don't think that this is reason why I'm saying what I don't think is because typically these energies of the Six of Swords and the Five of Cups, and for those of you familiar with tarot, it would be like traumatic or grief or deep emotional pain, like going back into a troubled situation and where you're going to be re-experiencing grief or trauma. Now that may be the case for some of you, but the overwhelming energy I'm getting here, like the majority of the energy I'm picking up on, is much more manageable, much more casual. It's not that deep. It's like, if you decided to take a new job because you've broken up with someone and they work at the place where, like, you used to be coworkers, and then your boss says, well, can you just stick around another month? You're like, okay, sure. And it's like, yeah, okay, I'm still friendly with that person, but I'd really like to not have to see them every day at work. I'd like to be in a fresh new environment. And it's especially frustrating because you'd been gone or you'd planned to leave and it was like a certainty in your mind. So emotionally you're already kind of living in the future of being away from there or having moved on with things. And your focus is on, let's hurry up and get this over with so that I can move on to what I'd planned to do. Knight of Swords in reverse is no time for trivial things. Let's just get to the point so I can get it over with. Show me the recent past. What led up to this for Libra? Oh, Ten of Cups. So you either got very clear about what you want from life, what will bring you joy, and that's what you're headed toward. Or perhaps you'd left a situation and achieved ideal emotional fulfillment. In that analogy that I gave regarding the work situation, it would be like you've left a job, you've started a new job, you've worked there for 6 months and you love it. It's the greatest. They appreciate you. You're well compensated. You get to work on things that you enjoy. You feel like your life has purpose. And then your old employer calls you up like, oh, we really need you to come back for a month. I know that's like an unrealistic example, because who would do that? But that's the sort of vibe I'm picking up on. So obviously it's going to be something different in your life. But you may have like gotten away from the past and really, really, really enjoying your future, your present, I should say, in the past. It's getting a bit convoluted now. So you left a situation, now you're going back. When you left the situation in your past, you became very happy with what that led to. And now you're like, oh, back to this situation. You feel a bit like you're moving backwards, Chariot reversed, at the bottom of the deck. Show me the energy of the environment. How is Spirit using Libra's environment to support them and nudge them in the right direction? Three of Wands, Four of Swords, Strength in reverse. They want you to be very patient. Spirit is supporting you through this. It is an opportunity for growth. Like it will benefit you to go through this experience. You're not only helping others. They're also providing opportunities for you to have some solitude, some separation from the things that are reminders of emotional difficulty. And Spirit is trying to instill you with faith that you are still on the right track, that this is an intended part of your path, and that what you want is still on its way to you. Show me the near future for Libra. How does this story unfold? Seven of Wands, you standing up for yourself, taking a stand. This is about what you will and won't tolerate. Give me more on the Seven of Wands. What do you want Libra to know about standing up for themselves? Amongst a group setting, Three of Pentacles. When you are contributing your best to a situation, it's only fair that everyone else does the same. You don't need to be picking up the slack for other people. That's an unfair situation, and it deserves your pushback to stand up for yourself and say, this isn't right. I'm giving everything that I'm supposed to give to this situation. I'm giving my best. I'm fulfilling my obligation. Let's make sure that everyone else is doing the same. Show me surprise energy for Libra. The Hierophant as a surprise. Hierophant doesn't come out of nowhere. It's a very established, very foundational sort of energy. It stands for like the institutions in our lives, like the government, like a bank, like a religious organization, like your workplace, perhaps. What about an institution is going to surprise Libra? Clarifying, I got the Eight of Wands, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Empress. So I feel like this is going to propel you forward in some way. If you have actually like gone back to an old job, that you would have rather not gone back to. I think it's a temporary thing, or you're intending for it to be a temporary thing. It might actually be a springboard for you to find something very permanent, for lack of a better word, like more permanent. Perhaps to stabilize some or provide a foundation for some creative project. You might have some momentum behind you and feel like you're freeing yourself up from obligations or limitations in order to bring a creation into the world. For some of you, it's an invention. I'm picking up on an inventor out there that's it's like you agreed to go back to an old job to align yourself with people who would enable you to like research and development on an invention. Okay. Show me hopes and fears for Libra. What are we hopeful for, and what are we concerned about? King of Swords. You want to be the one empowered to make your own decisions. You know what's right for you. You believe you know what's going to get you to your Ten of Pentacles, the life that you want. You don't want to position yourself where anyone else can make decisions on your behalf, because you're already coming into this situation knowing how to achieve your Ten of Cups, your joy, your emotional fulfillment. And you've chosen this for a reason. You feel like it's a wise decision. I'm getting a bit of concern on your part that you may have put yourself at risk of being beholden to someone else's decisions. Like taking on investors. So now they have a decision about what product you release, or the branding, or the timing. You're very hopeful that you'll be getting good advice and that you won't be taken advantage of or led on a path that isn't beneficial to you. The end result, Judgment. This is sound advice, sound decisions, things turning out in your favor. It's also a revival. It's like, interestingly, it's like going into a situation that had petered off, died off, or is dying off, and through that finding a renewal, finding new life, breathing new life into a situation. Ace of Pentacles, this could be like the new opportunity that arises through this decision. Your advice, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow. Be diligent and follow through on your commitments. Even if you're not feeling it in the moment, it's important that you pay close attention to the task at hand. Do good work every day, and that's going to lead you to your prosperity. That's going to lead you to the decisions that you want to happen on your behalf. It's going to lead you to the life that you want, the outcome that you want here. Libra, I hope that helped. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.